Hello, boys and girls. Welcome to a tale. Hello, boys and girls. Welcome to this fantastical video where I'm gonna read you a tale from the dark side. Now, let us find something really interesting to whet our appetite with. Okay, so today, tale starts with a man known as Epic 8-Bit Games, and he was going to be doing a review of the movie Tales from the Dark Side. Let us begin.
Hey guys, and welcome to a new movie. Today we're doing Tales from the Dark Side. Let's jump into it. Finally getting reviewing this one. That one is probably the longest movie on my list of movies I need to review. This is to review Darkside actually, but hey, finally get into it. But this stuff happens and I just don't get to something. It just sucks, but it's not a new movie, so that's why sometimes new movie, if it's not new, it's sometimes I get put on the back burner. But we're doing it finally. We're doing Tales from the Dark Side. So this last year of Halloween, and you're probably thinking, oh, what the fuck? That's a long time ago. I'm finally getting around to it. I know. I see a lot of, a decent number of movies where it's like, I only need to do so many a week, so some just don't get done, because I'm like, I only need to do this many a week. Sometimes I'll just do those, and then be like, yo, cool, we'll get to all of them at some point. Sometimes I'll do more, but yeah. So let's jump into it. Tales from the Dark Side. I'm excited. So let's jump into it. What do I saw? Switch channels out from the movie. Great, enjoyed it. Fun and like anthology. This is a fun and anthology horror movie. Really great, really enjoyed it. Had a lot of fun with it. Great movie. You should check it out if you want. But let's get into the meat and potatoes. So what is the story about? Like I said, this is an anthology, so there are 3 different stories we'll talk about. And then there's this thing that connects, like a person telling all the stories. But we'll talk about that first of all. So it starts off with this girl who goes to her house. She's in a town. And so she's coming back like from going to the store with groceries. And she opens this thing. And she has like a cage, like a little, I don't want to say dungeon, but a little cage area where she has a kid trapped there. Because he's going to cook him and eat him. Because it's one of those stories. Well, it's like a Hansel and Gretel kind of thing, but he's gonna cook the kid and eat him. He's not gonna feed him and stuff and get him all plumped up first, but it's like, I don't know if I forget if he is or isn't, but she's gonna have to eat the kid, her and whoever else is gonna eat the kid. And then yeah, that's where the story starts off. And he has this book that was in there. He's like, hey, they have this book with all these stories, you like these stories? He's like, yeah. He's like, and he convinces her to read one to her, and she does. And I'm going to go quickly over these stories, each one quickly, a little synopsis of each little section, because each little one's kind of like its own little movie in itself. So the first one is about, it has to do with a mummy that comes back from the dead and starts attacking people and stuff. This guy has this mummy thing and this girl, and he gets it to try to do what it wants, so tries to find the secret thing. And these other guys like, hey, you hurt these people, kill these people, I'm gonna try to stop you, whatever the case may be. So it's him trying to stop, there's a mummy and stuff that's trying to stop him, trying to figure out this neighbor of his, he thinks weird, and I think the neighbor does eventually like get the upper hand, him and the mummy go or something. But that's about it for the first story. Like I said, I'm not going into super detail because these are just anthologies, and so you can get a kind of a sense of when you watch it yourself, you don't get a big idea, but at least get an idea of what the anthology is about. Just a quick like little thing that says like, hey, this is kind of what you're getting into. The second one is about this guy who's like a hitman, comes to this house. So man, so he's like, there's this cat, he keeps trying to kill me. He's killed so many other people already, you need to stop him. Like I was like, what, a cat? Blah. Like I can handle a cat. Like that wouldn't be too bad, like a cat. But the cat actually, like, it's actually really like, is trying, I don't know if it's trying to kill him, but it's actually doing a good job. Like he's not killing, he's trying to kill the cat, but it's not that easy. So it's about him trying to stop and kill the cat and all this stuff. It's great little one there, because the cat's evil and he's trying to kill it. The last story is about this guy who meets this, eventually he's like an artist that does something, and then he meets this creature and he makes a deal with it. You can go on, I won't kill you, but you can't say anything about me, and then he eventually meets this girl and talks to her and eventually gets to know her, likes her, and then they get to have a relationship, and they get to get to like each other, and then they eventually have kids. And if this is the one, and then eventually have kids and stuff. And then at the end of that one, something messed up happens. I'm not gonna say what it is because I would spoil it. But and sometimes I'm okay with spoiling, but I'm like, we're not gonna do it for this one. I'm not gonna say it just so you get an idea. So he meets this monster like that, and then he meets this girl, and then stuff happens. And then by the end, some weird kind of messed up stuff happens because the whole movie. So messed up stuff happens at the end. That's all I'm gonna say. You gotta watch it for yourself. And then also, then it cuts to at the end of the movie. We find out what happens to the kid, and does he make it? Does he make it alive? Does he get eaten? Does he make it alive? That's for you to find out when you watch the movie. But yeah, obviously he's trying to delay the process with each story and trying to delay the process. But yeah, it's a good movie. I really enjoyed it. I like it. I would recommend it. It's cool. A good anthology movie. I don't think it's the best anthology movie, but I think it's good. I think Tales to the Hood, the first one's really good. There's some other good ones like that. Tales to the Hood. I feel like there's other ones, but those are the only ones I can hear. The first Tales to the Hood, that one. I feel like I've seen other ones, but those are the only two I can think of off the top of my head. That one and Tales from the Darkside. But yeah, movie's great. Recommend it. What do I rate this bad boy? I'm gonna give it a solid 8. I was gonna give it a 7, but I was like, I like the cat story really well. I like the true story. The thing about the boy reading the story is great. The last one was not the worst, but it was definitely, I think at the end, it was like, oh, you get the realization at the end. I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. And then the first one was decent as well. So I think overall I would give it an 8. Maybe a 7, but I think I'm gonna, maybe a 7.5 or something if I was being if I did half or something, it might be like 7.5 or somewhere between 7 and 8. But I think it more fits on the 8 category. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. Have you seen this movie? Let me know in the comments down below. Let's talk about it. You guys can always stay epic. See you in the next movie, you guys. Bye.
And the review went without a hitch. And that's the end of the story. Wait a minute. That did not seem right. It did not seem scary, spooky. Wait a minute. Oh. Fuck. I might mess up. This is, not Tales from the Darkside. Tales of the Wicked Games. Completely different book. Okay. That's why it wasn't as creepy as I thought it was. It was kind of really boring. Not really boring, but just a review. And no one's interesting to it. Well, I guess I gotta go find a real Darkside. I'll see you next time. Ah.